Good to see you.
Fantastic to have you here.
It's a real pleasure.
Thank you so much for coming.
Well, it's a pleasure. I had to come. I had to come. Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
Once again, big akwaba to Ghana, to you and to members of your delegation. You're very welcome to Accra. We've been looking forward to this visit for a long time, and we're really happy to have you amongst us. You know the relations between our two countries, they date from a long time ago, and they have been very, very strong. Ever since the fight for freedom, independence, the fight against apartheid, Ghana has been right there. We have been with each other in that struggle. And today, since we got our independence and you became a free nation, we have forged stronger and stronger relations. And it reflects even in the trading relations between our countries. I think that the time has come, and we both recognized it when I came to South Africa, that we should do everything to put the relationship on an even higher and stronger keel. And that's why we agreed on the idea of the Binational Commission. Today we're going to have the opportunity to inaugurate it and use it as the framework in which our bilateral relations and discussions will take place. Subsequently, we'll agree on when the next, which will take place in South Africa, when that will be, and what the mechanism there will be between us in between the meetings of the Binational Commission. What mechanism are we going to establish to maintain the regular contact and intercourse between our two nations? We find ourselves, our trade relations with South Africa has been extremely important. I think it's 56% of our total intra-African trade is with South Africa. The amount, 68% of exports within the intra-African trades are destined for South Africa. And we import as much as, I think, 33% of our intra-African exports are also from South Africa. It gives you an idea of already how significant the trading relations are. The importance of the cooperation between us is on all fields, cultural, political, economic, is extremely important for the growth of the continent. We think that the relations between SADC and ECOWAS should be increasingly a major focus of our diplomacy. We're very impressed by the measures that SADC has taken in trying to arrest the insurgency in Mozambique. As you know, we have our own insurgency here in West Africa, in the Sahel region. And for myself, I think that the examples that you've given in Mozambique are ones that we need to take seriously on board. And then as a result, also develop this cooperation between the regional bodies. Yes, the continental body is there, but I think it gives space for the regional bodies also to be able to get together on common platforms to deal with problems. And we've been very vocal about this, the use of the travel bans and other bans as a form of immigration control by some countries against and singling out other African countries. And we thought it was extremely important that we should indicate it by this trip. The measures that are in place to ensure the safety of delegations, the safety of the population. These measures are in place. So, and they're working. And if they're working, there's really no reason for people to get hysterical about it. And we've seen it, yeah. So we, as I said at the beginning, and we'll repeat it, we're looking forward very much to using this binational commission to step up the relations between us. And we think that the relations between our two countries are of great significance for the growth of our continent.
It's almost like homecoming for us. Ghana and South Africa have had a long relationship that spans from our days of struggle, where Ghana stood with us and our previous leaders. So we really appreciate that. Let me also thank you, President, for the solidarity that you yourself and Ghana has pledged with us in terms of enabling this state visit to go ahead. This state visit takes place during a storm of bannings and banishment of South Africans from traveling around the world. And I would like to thank you for your solidarity, for standing with us as the world was banning South Africans from traveling to other parts of the world. And we thank you because you proved that you adhere to science rather than politics and emotion. And even as we told the world as South Africa about Omicron, when we should have been applauded, we've been punished. And the Secretary General of the UN has called this ban travel apartheid, and I could not agree more with him, because that's what it is. Our presence here, President, affirms the very good relationship between our two countries, that despite challenges and problems, and there'll always be challenges and problems between countries, and that affect countries, the important thing is whether those countries do establish ways and mechanisms of being able to deal with challenges and problems. And I'd like to believe that the BNC that we are inaugurating today at the level of myself and yourself as heads of state is such a structure that will enable us to consolidate the relationship, because our relationship has grown exponentially over the years. And underlying these strong relations is the fact that today we are able to launch this BNC, and that for us is important. Our ministers, to underpin the work of the BNC, have spent considerable amount of time talking about what is common amongst us and the areas that we want to reach agreement on. And I'm pleased to say that we are going to be able to sign not one agreement, but more agreements, up to 3, with a number of other agreements immediately in the pipeline that are going to be signed either on the virtual platform or affirmed in one way or another. That in itself shows that bilateral cooperation between our two countries in various areas is on the upward trajectory. So much as we are signing these agreements, it's quite clear that much still needs to be done. There's still a lot of areas where we need to reach agreement on defense, on immigration, to allow the peoples of our two countries to be able to travel, to meet on an ongoing basis, to engage at a person-to-person level, as well as at a trade level, as well as investment. So much is needed to be done. Mr. President, our relationship does not only revolve around trade and economics, it's also very political and diplomatic. And in this regard, we've always enjoyed the support of Ghana in various multilateral forums where we operate and cooperated with Ghana. And it was a great joy for us to support Ghana to be elected as a non-permanent member of the United Nations Security Council, as you did support us when we acceded to that position. And we are very pleased that Ghana is fostering the African agenda at the United Nations. And we're sure that you will continue using that opportunity to foster the AU's agenda as well. As we commence our consultations, I wish to underscore our firm belief that the strong ties and friendship that exists between our two countries will and can only get stronger flowing from this BNC.
History has been made today. A short while ago, our two visionary leaders jointly inaugurated the binational commission between South Africa and Ghana and followed it up with very successful bilateral talks. To affirm the decisions taken during the talks, the two countries will sign memoranda of understanding to affirm the extent of their relationship. So it's my honor to invite the respective ministers to do this. The MOUs to be signed this afternoon cover the areas of agriculture, immigration, transport, and gender. But we'll start with immigration, and immigration will be signed by the foreign ministers of the Republic of South Africa and the Republic of Ghana. Thank you very much. The next agreement covers the area of transport, and may I respectfully invite the Minister for Transport of the Republic of Ghana, Honorable Kuku Ofori Asiama, and his South African counterpart, Honorable Fikile Mbalula, to take their respective seats. A round of applause to our two ministers. Thank you very much. The next critical area is agriculture. And I respectfully invite Honorable Dr. Osu Afriya Kutu and Honorable Ms. Choko Didiza. Another round of applause to our two ministers. Last but not the least is the area of gender, and may I now invite Honorable Cecilia Dapa, the Minister responsible for gender, children, and social protection, and her South African counterpart, Honorable Nkwana Mashabani. Another loud round of applause to our two ministers. Thank you very much, and that concludes the signing of the MOU segment.